Seriously, every time that
Let's
happens.
throw it to Cup of Noodles.
Okay, okay.
It's time for the Cup of Noodles.
All right. So, he's gonna review the cup of noodles, okay? Because I believe he's playing Final Fantasy, what was the 15 that was sponsored by Cup of Noodles in the game. So to honor that, he's gonna make these. Okay, here we go.
Here and welcome to a special edition of DSP Tries It. Now,
By the way, chat, this video is insane.
first off, just to say this up front, I've been under the weather recently. My throat has been swollen. You can hear right now my voice is kind of strained, raspy. So what's the perfect thing you think of when you
It
sounds pretty much the exact same. You know?
say, oh man, you have a bad voice or you're under the weather, what do you want? You want soup, right? So, you might say to yourself, wow, well, in Final Fantasy 15, this is considered gourmet. You would say, okay, in the game it costs like 1,000 gil.
Is this guy like whacked in the mind? This like, reminds me of like Movie Bob saying that in the wars, the console wars between Sega and Nintendo were like the Vietnam War. Like just relating like real shit to video games. It's just so cringe, man. Like, for real.
Well, he's gonna start comparing Gil in Final Fantasy to real life money. So, yeah, yeah.
How much could it possibly cost in real life? Does it cost $10? No, it does not. $5. It's got to be $5 each. Wrong. $3. Wrong. All right, what about?
No one's shocked by this revelation, by the way. That's $1.
Wait a minute. What an incredible value. It's Cup of Noodles. It's $1. Guys, it should be like $1,000. How tasty Cup of Noodles is. You know, in the video game, 1,500 gilly. You know? So you'd think it'd be at least $10 in real life. This is whacked. That's fucking Looney Tunes. This guy's no wonder he spent like 30 grand on WWE Legends mobile game, man. What the is wrong with this guy's brain? His sense of like finance and like the value of things is completely warped. What's going on?
If it's gourmet food, right? $1
gourmet?
Each.
No, because
it's Cup of Noodles, dude.
Because he's saying in FF15, it's 1,000 gil, therefore it should be considered gourmet, but in real life it's only $1, so it's not gourmet. The logic here is like
but like what? I don't know, man. The guy's brain is broken. Like he's permanently trapped in video games or something.
Yeah.
In the United States of America, cup noodles cost 39 cents. Now, I just want you to put this into perspective, okay? What else can you buy for 39 cents? Well, you can't buy a pack of gum. You can't buy a candy bar. The actual cup noodles product is one of the cheapest food products you can ever get in the United States, which is why it's infamous amongst college students or university students who have next to no money studying, right? They're constantly they can't hold jobs, they have no income. So I'm sure it's going to be gourmet, just like they said in Final Fantasy 15, right? How do you make cup noodles? Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to take the cup out of its cardboard container. So go ahead and do that. And right here on the top, it explains how to make it. It's recommended cooking instructions. Go for it. Boy, I can't even read that. What does this say? Oh. Boil water in a separate container. Fold back the lid and add the boiling water to the inside fill line.
Everyone's made this before, right? Or a different version of, you know, a different type of brand or whatever. Okay.
Then close the lid again and let stand for 3 minutes. And then slurp away. Stir and enjoy, right?
Very simple. All right, throw in some boiling water. Cover the lid. After you put the fucking stuff, the spice or whatever, the powder on it, and then you let it sit for 3 minutes, done, right? Easy.
So you might say, well, how am I going to do this? Am I going to sit here on my oven and boil a pot of water? No.
Maybe no. Go on. Oh, I know what
Is
you're
he gonna put it
thinking.
in the microwave?
No, he has a kettle, probably, right? A kettle. Cool, kettle,
Yeah.
right? All right.
I have a Keurig coffee maker, which pumps
What?
It-
No. No. Isn't this just like memes and shit that you see people cook shit in the coffee maker on like Facebook or Twitter feed or some shit or Instagram, like talking shit? You see this shit? Like this isn't real, is it? This is not really about to fucking put cup of noodles in a fucking coffee maker, is he?
No, but look what he does.
out boiling hot water within seconds.
Right.
No, it doesn't.
Now, I don't want to just do it in here because I'm afraid that it might not make the exact amount and therefore it might overflow. So what I'm actually going to do,
What?
I'm actually going to come over here and get a coffee mug. Okay? Typical one of these coffee mugs.
How convoluted can you fucking make this process? Like, what the fuck is this guy thinking? Is he on drugs? Is he drunk?
What?
Dude, even if I was high as fuck, like I wouldn't come up with this shit.
Water boils so fast.
Okay? And I'm going to fill this with hot water and I'm going to pour that into the cup noodles. So let's actually get this plastic off because you see the heavy plastic on it. So I'm going to put the camera down for a second. See if I can do it with just my hand. If not, I'll have to grab. You know, I'm just gonna grab a knife because it's on there pretty tight. I just want to show you. I'm actually gonna peel this back. You need to peel.
Use the knife to open a cup of noodles. Like, is this bitch like that weak? Like,
To dig in.
just poke it with your finger, dude. It's fucking cling wrap. Like, is this guy genuinely disabled?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe I think I'm starting to understand why people want this guy to die. I was like, oh, guys, he just plays video games bad or whatever. No, man, you don't know, man. This bitch can't even open the cup of noodles without a knife.
I'm gonna find another video for Friday, dude. Oh, dude, it's a hospital story. Oh my! And someone animated it. They animated the entire hospital story. It is the greatest thing ever. I'll have it for Friday. Okay.
Peel off the top anyway. Cup noodles. The amazing gourmet product as advertised throughout all of Final Fantasy 15. Here's what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Doesn't that just look ultra appetizing? I'll actually give it a whiff. Basically, I smell two things. I smell salt. I'm assuming the fill line would be that line you see above the top of the styrofoam there. So what I'll actually do here is I'll open up the other one, the chicken. What is funny is you can't see any shrimp inside of this shrimp flavored one. There's just no shrimp visible. Let's go.
Okay, by the way, that's hilarious. I was about to say this. I hope you're ready to hear about the shrimp. And they put a shrimp counter, a shrimp complaint counter on the video. That's hilarious. They did that in this.
Go over here. The mug is in position under my Keurig coffee maker. Now to get this to work, I have to simulate like I'm putting in a thing to make coffee. So I open it and then I close it. Now it thinks I put a coffee thing in there. Okay. Press the button. And it's going to pump out boiling hot water.
Now, Ashton, I don't know if you've ever used one of these machines before.
Yeah.
But if you're going to sip a coffee directly out of the machine, is it boiling?
No.
No! It's hot. Okay.
Incidentally, about 8 ounces worth, which is about a typical...
Does he think the machine compresses the heat into the water as it goes through it?
coffee
I
cup.
don't think he's put much thought into anything in his life, to be honest.
No! There's the boiling hot water.
Uh-huh. It
Now,
really
will this be
looks
enough to fill that
boiling
cup
to
noodle?
me.
Not a single line of steam.
I love how his concern is whether or not it's going to be enough water and not that it's like not hot enough to cook the noodles properly.
Noodles to the fill line, or will we need a second one? We'll have to see. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to pour this into the cup noodles and not make a mess. It did.
Come on.
Into the cup noodles and not make a mess.
Water into the noodles. No.
It did.
Oh,
Oh my god, this mug sucks because it
Okay, there you go. It's the mug's fault.
has this rounded lip. It doesn't pour out properly.
He does know you're supposed to pour fast, right? You can't just like it's a fucking drip. It's a waterfall.
So that was not even nearly enough water. What a mess I have made. Yeah, not even close to the fill line. We gotta do it again. Cup number 2. Aha, okay. It is to the fill line. Whoa, and you saw what happened? The noodles just floated to the top. So, I've still yet to see a single shrimp. Seriously, I don't see any shrimp at all. Look, it's just a big mound of noodles. I'm stirring it constantly here looking. I don't see a single shrimp in this shrimp.
Flavoring. Shrimp is the flavoring packet, you fucking mongoloid. You think that the beef cup of noodles has fucking beef in it? Are you fucking whacked? Has this never actually made it before?
No, he's never had it before in his life.
This is crazy.
Shrimp one, none.
Spills the fucking water like he has Parkinson's too, like, you know.
They're full of crap. Even though the advertisement right on it with delicious giant juicy shrimp.
That is a little scammy though, you have to admit.
That is a scam.
That is a
scam. He scammed him. Phil has been scammed again. It's not the first or the last time that Phil has been scammed in his life, for sure.
And there is like 8 pieces of giant, like, I mean, relatively for the cup size.
How does this guy expect that for 39 cents there's gonna be fucking shrimp in his shit? Like,
you have to be just happy it's edible.
If it was possible, like, for them to put it, like, would you even want that? Like, how would they do it? Like,
dehydrated, right?
Dehydrated or something? Like, it's not possible.
No.
Impossible.
This shit's supposed to be stuff that you, like, put in a bomb shelter, you know? Like, it lasts for so long. Yeah, right there. Read it.
Yeah.
There you
go. He's
go.
like, oh, like, it was 40 cents. I've been scammed out of 40 cents. Oh, now, how am I ever going to make up for this by scamming handicapped people into giving me donations? I just don't know.
A single shrimp. For 39 cents, what do you expect, right?
Yeah.
And boom, to the fill line. Beautiful. There is no shrimp. There's not a single one. I mean, maybe once I start to eat it, maybe then I'll find one. But right now, I mean, where could it possibly be hiding in there, you know? You gotta wonder, what part of the chicken, right, would they actually chop up into powder and put into a cup noodles? Probably like...
Have you never had Campbell's chicken noodle soup?
Like the assholes and elbows, right? The pieces that no one else wants to eat, no one would buy at the grocery store or the market.
Right.
That's probably what they put inside of this.
What is this guy's problem?
What it looks like in Final Fantasy 15 and on the package itself. And here's the reality. With shrimp, not shrimp flavored, with shrimp, supposed to have shrimp in it. Okay, whatever you say. Let's first of all just take a taste of the liquid itself without noodles. Okay. Not even kidding you. It tastes like seasoned water.
Wow.
Really?
That's an astute observation there, Phil. No shit there, Sherlock.
It tastes like
You'll get Moriarty in the next one there, Captain.
He goes, let me just try the water. It tastes like seasoned water. Yeah. That is what...
Let me get another sip.
What were you expecting?
Nope. There is not a single inkling of a shrimp flavoring.
Is he chewing the liquid? Like, I swear to God, it sounded like he was like chewing the fucking liquid back there.
Yes. Yes.
Basically just seasoned water. Let's give the noodles a taste and let's see what those taste like. And try to get a spoon. Oh wow. It's even hard to get a spoon of noodle. Look.
You're supposed to use a fucking fork. You're supposed to use a fucking, like, Ashton.
Oh, you could use a spoon. Like, you could.
I mean,
it's not that hard to spoon it out.
But
I mean, it is when you have Down syndrome or like you have Parkinson's or something. Like,
but to make it as simple as possible: fork, spin, pick up, eat. Spoon, you got to do like a full on. He's like putting it on the tip and it's sliding off. He can't figure it out.
It's incredibly difficult to get a spoon of noodle out of it because they all pull away from you. I might need a fork. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get a fork. I don't think I could eat this without a fork.
Okay.
And then I'm going to have to take this fork and kind of twirl to get the noodles to catch.
Whoa, he figured it out.
On the fork.
It is. It's high level, sophisticated technique here, man.
That is, yeah. It's like almost like chopsticks in a way.
See that? So now when I pull up, now I can get a mouthful of noodles versus before with the spoon, they would all just fall off. All right.
Oh. Astute observation there, Phil.
All right, so I'm going to take a bite of this.
You could hear it
still
like the crunchy. It's crunchy.
He couldn't fucking boil the water.
Look.
All right, so I'm going to take a bite of this.
Oh,
this guy's not fit to live on this earth.
No.
Like,
oh, by the way, now that I have the fork, I can actually go through the noodles a lot better. See that? I can 100% tell you there is not a single piece of shrimp in this with shrimp cup of noodles. They 100% lied.
is he not doing the counter anymore? Like, what a lazy editor.
This editor's fucking scam.
Advertising.
No, you scammed me, bro. Like, what's the counter at? Does chat know? Does anyone know? Like, is it fucking over 9,000 or some shit now? Like,
I think it's like 10.
Oh, it's
And
more
I did
than
not
that.
get one with any shrimp, not even a single one. It's
Oh, it's number 10. Okay.
Wow, I called it. Holy.
just
Yes.
and
I wouldn't have counted that as one, though. I would have counted that as like three or four.
Yeah.
liquid and seasonings. That's it. I'm going to take another forkful.
Oh.
What is he?
All right.
Oh my god. Okay. Like, I'm not really that grossed out by fucking sounds. You know what I mean? Like, I listened to Ralph's sex tape. It wasn't that. This is worse than the sounds of Ralph's sex tape.
Yeah.
It is. Like, it actually, like,
The slurping,
most times
the
I'm not.
snorting. Oh, the snorting makes me sick, dude. He does it all the time, by the way. When he does his extremes, he's like, yeah. And you're like, oh my god.
Right.
And he swallows all the time right after it. Oh.
There's good news and bad news. The good news is it's
What
not
is
horrible.
the good news?
Yeah, there's no good news to be found.
Like, this guy says it's not horrible. It's literally cup of noodle. The mother didn't even boil it, so the noodles are crunchy and gross. And it's still not below Phil's standard of what's considered good, you know? Like, man, they need to take this guy out into the public square and just lash him with whips.
Is it
Put
gangland
through his
shooting?
hands. Oh, put nails through his hands and feet. Put him up on a cross for a couple hours. Take him down, and maybe he'll learn. Like, what do you do with this guy? Like,
All right. There's good news and bad news. The good news is it's not horrible. It actually is helping my throat a lot. What we may be finding today is that cup noodles is what you want when you have a sore throat. It'll make your throat feel better. Maybe the chicken tastes more like chicken. At least we know there's ground chicken powder in this thing. This tastes nothing like shrimp at all and has no shrimp in it. Here we go.
oh my god, what the is wrong with these noises? Like,
Wow. Ooh, I can tell you, the chicken is
Your
way more
reaction's
salty
priceless.
than the shrimp, but it also has more flavor. I'm going to take a couple pieces of corn and just the broth and taste that. Well, that's my hamster drinking water. If you're wondering what that noise is. I'm actually gonna do one more forkful of the chicken.
I'm going insane at the noises.
It's so bad, dude.
The chicken cup noodles is actually far more tasty than the shrimp. The shrimp, sadly, is a one-trick pony. This one, you get not
That's the wrong phrase. That phrase makes no sense.
I don't know, man.
The shrimp is a one-trick pony, you know?
How is this, like, how old is this guy? Like, how has he managed to survive for this many years? Like, he's in his like mid-30s. He might be like 40 years old. This guy's been doing this shit for 12 years on YouTube, at least. How is this still going? Like, how is this a product that people are still interested in? Like,
I don't know.
This?
I don't even know how this works, dude. Like to be a thing for people to watch.
only the seasoning of the chicken stock flavoring with the salt, but you also get the conjecture of the sweetness of the corn and the other ingredients that are in it. Conjecture.
An opinion or conclusion formed on the basis of incomplete information. So,
of the chicken stock flavoring with the salt, but you also get the conjecture of the sweetness of the corn and the other ingredients that are in it.
The word you're looking for is texture, Phil. Texture. Not conjecture. Like, you're trying to say conjecture. You're failing at even that. And the word that you were searching for is texture. How is this motherfucker still alive? Like, he can barely even feed himself.
He can't, but this is amazing. This is the conjecture.
Conjecture.
Yeah, he said it wrong. Conjecture. Like, conjecture.
My shrimp had actually had shrimp in it, it might have been better. This one was supposed to have shrimp. This is blatant false advertisement. This is far from a gourmet
I was
product.
robbed.
Well, no shit.
It's also one of the most unhealthy due to the insanely high sodium content. Ranked directly against each other. I'm gonna get
That is pretty good.
due to the insanely
Phil, like, the sodium content of Phil's streams is astronomical. It's literally a trip to the salt mines each and every time. Here he is complaining about the sodium content. It's pretty rich. Good edit here, bro.
high sodium content. Ranked directly against each other. I'm gonna give the shrimp cup noodles a 1.5 out of 5. It's not disgusting. Even just eating
A 1.5. That's like horrible. That's like you just ate like fucking something that might make you puke.
For the review he's giving, it should be like a 2. Or like
2.
A little over 2.
Yeah, 2.5. It's not disgusting.
this one cup of it might be a little bit too much. It's not.
Like, what is a 1?
Wait. Did you hear the reason he gave it such a low score? Because
What?
there's too much.
Bad. It's not disgusting. Even just eating this one cup of it might be a little bit too much.
What? Are you
Like, cup of
talking
noodles
about?
is one of the least selling items, like, in the world.
I need like 2 of those to feel like okay, like as a snack.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
bad
not...
tasting.
Yeah, too much of what? I'm always like, here's my response when I'm
I'm
I'm done.
But even Andy is like, it's not enough.
Dude, every time I'm finished one of those is my response. Oh, I wish I had another one right now.
But it doesn't taste like shrimp, and there's no shrimp in it despite the advertising. If this tasted more like shrimp and had more shrimp in it, I might give it like a 3. Right now, the only reason it gets a 1.5, sadly, is because it's cheap. In chicken cup noodles, I'm gonna give a 2 out of 5 because there's no false advertising. It never said that it had chicken in it. It says chicken flavor. Again, the only reason they get the rankings they have is because of the cost. If these cost $1 or $2, they would be like 0. They're not terrible products. They're just bad products. That's it.
Wait, what? They're not terrible, but they should be a 0 if they were more expensive. If they were $1. That's like
It's the DSP grading scale. It exists like in a continuum beyond our comprehension. Like,
there's no
it can only exist in the mind of a man who'd spend like 30 grand on a WWE mobile game.
tries it, everyone. Final Fantasy 15 Special Edition. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time.
Where is God now? Anyway, all right, folks. I think this has been the Rake Back.
The Rake Back's been pretty good. You guys have got your money's worth, and thank you for supporting the stream.